Sandra from Asexualize My Asexual Life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, where I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I post a new video. And in today's video, I want to be discussing why it's important to not compromise yourself to the point where you feel like it's self-abuse. I'm going to be discussing that in a moment. But first of all, if you didn't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of this awesome Asexual Perspectives, 47 asexual stories book. This is real life asexual stories. As you can see, I've used this book quite a bit. I'm also the author of this fibromyalgia self-help handbook, which is how to manage fibromyalgia to have less pain, more energy, and feel happier like a superhero rock star. The links are down below in the description. So in today's video, like I said, they might be in the description of my about page rather than the description of this video because I'm uploading by phone because I can't currently stream. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about not compromising yourself and doing sexual acts and things you don't want to do, basically because it ends up being like self-abuse. So as you know from previous videos, I was on Facebook dating for a long time. I'm taking a break from that. I've decided to not actively pursue dating or relationships anymore. This doesn't mean to say that I don't have guys approaching me. And there was this guy who friend requested me on Facebook. Like in the last 24 hours, he friend requested me. And I recognised one of his pictures from the dating app and thought, I'm sure I've seen you from the dating app, right? But for some reason, we weren't compatible. So anyway, I accepted his friend request and I talked to him and said, where do we know each other from? One of your photos seems familiar. And he said, oh, we matched through Facebook dating. And I'm like, well, why did you want to connect with me again? And he said, oh, because I was drawn to you when I was on it. Because I said, obviously, why did you want to connect with me? Knowing that I'm asexual and don't like sex because I was drawn to you, right? So then we just started discussing suitability for a relationship, right? And he said he was 20 years old and he's actually originally from India, but he's been in this country 10 years. He's studying finance. So that was all really good. He could be without marriage, could be without kids, but he couldn't be without sex, basically. Well, he said intercourse he could be without, but he would still need oral sex. And so, you know, it's you know, otherwise he has to get his sexual needs matched, you know, and I just can't do that, you know. So it's really, really difficult because obviously he did fit some of my boxes, criteria. He found me. I didn't go around looking on Facebook dating for him because I'm taking a break, even though someone came up in my matches. So it's like, why? They're from France and I didn't match with them in the first place, so I don't understand about that. But there's no other because you're not supposed to be able to match when you're taking a break. So anyway, we had this conversation, but it was like, you know, he said it would be no good because unless it was a short-term thing, which I said, well, I'm not interested in a short-term thing. He said he wasn't. Then we fall out over that because he needs to get his sexual needs matched and I need to get my asexual needs matched, which don't match, you know. So, you know, it's really difficult because, you know, I'm an asexual, I'm sex repulsed, but he said, well, it's not, you know, he said, we don't have to have sex, he's fine with that, but there's also always a blowjob, which is oral sex, basically, where a woman puts her mouth around the guy's penis, basically, you know, and it's like, but I don't want to do that. It requires me to put a penis in my mouth, and I just don't like that. I feel really repulsed by it. It doesn't feel good to me, and, you know, it'd be like self-abuse, basically, you know. And he said, well, I wouldn't want you to do anything that makes you uncomfortable, and I respect your boundaries, just that basically he's got needs and he wouldn't be okay just masturbating himself, which was my other suggestion, you know, because I said people that are in relationships with asexuals who are faithful and not having sex with anyone else, and the person's sex-repulsed asexual and they don't have sex, they usually masturbate themselves. That's how they have the pleasure. And he's like, but in a long-term relationship, that would be no good for me, which was good that he was honest. He wasn't pretending to be asexual or anything like that, you know. And I was thinking, you know, it's a shame in some ways that I can't do those things, but I just can't, you know, especially it's kind of weird when you're talking to someone you don't really know as well, saying that, because it's like, why do I want to suck someone's bit when I don't even know you? Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I sometimes ask myself, if it was a long-term, serious, committed relationship that I've been in for a very long time, would I ever be able to do more sexual acts, even though I don't want intercourse? Would I be able to be naked with a guy? Would I be able to have him touch my body more? Would I be able to touch his body more? I don't know completely, but at the moment I'm so sex repulsed. Like, I don't want to take my clothes off. I don't want to be touching this guy's bits naked. I don't want to be doing any of the mouth round his bit stuff, any of that type of stuff, you know. I don't want to even touch him down there at all. bear may be able to tickle him through his genes or something like that down there, but that's basically it, and it's really difficult. I'm being very blunt, and because I'm trying to educate you that there's no point in trying to do stuff and force yourself to do stuff that you just can't do, even to get a relationship that might potentially be good in other ways. It's not fair on you, and it's not fair on the person. It's difficult though, because I did shed some tears, because I haven't been looking for an Indian guy. Like I've stopped actually pursuing that. I'll always love Indian guys. I'll always be attracted to them. I always think I have an Indian soulmate that never actually goes away. I was just thinking that the other day, just something that never ever goes away. It's never going to go away, I don't think, but it's really interesting, because whenever I think about going away from Indian guys and just thinking, like try and find maybe a British guy, or just maybe some other guy will turn up in your life, then my mind's always, but it'll always default to Indian guys, like it's my normal thing, and so it's really interesting, because Raj from India Asexuals, he was the one who suggested I go on Twitter and campaign for my channel. I was thinking about that already, so he was kind of there for me then. And also, this guy then turns up in my life again, this Indian guy. So it's kind of like, whenever I try to even go away from Indian guys, they always come to my rescue, if you like. They always find me and come to me, and it is difficult, because I know a lot of Indian guys in England, in the UK, a lot of them, don't have many women that are interested in them. And I was really hoping and praying that I'd meet an asexual Indian guy that would just want to be with me. Pure love without sex, I really wanted that so badly. I'd still love it if that ever happened. There's got to be an Indian asexual guy in the UK that would be perfect for me somewhere. I don't believe there isn't. There's thousands upon thousands of people in the UK. There's going to be an Indian guy somewhere who knows that not many people actually get, well, this is what I've been told by Indian guys, that not many, females get attracted to Indian guys, female Indian, British women get attracted to that many Indian guys, don't want relationships with them, but I've always wanted a relationship with an Indian guy, Maybe I'll find one in my own city, at my own club or something, by some random coincidence, you never know. But, it was really upsetting, because I thought, you clean shaven, short dark hair, gonna be quite intelligent, would probably be okay in a lot of other ways for me, but I don't know that for sure. I'm just surmising. And the thing is, when we think about a relationship with kind of a possible ideal person, we kind of like beef up all the things that might be really good about the relationship. Our mind wanders into all the possibilities, like a Disney movie, and it's kind of like you want something based on potential, not on reality, and I think it's a shame, because I haven't unfriended him yet on Facebook. I've still kept him as a Facebook friend for now, but it's a shame. I would love to have kissed him and cuddled him from looking at his photograph, and he sounded like might be compatible in other ways, but I just can't bring myself to do that. I'm really sex repulsed these days. The thought about putting a guy's bit in my mouth, it just disgusts me, especially when I even know this guy. There's no emotional proper connection there, and it's just like the whole thing just grosses me out. And I'm thinking, if I was doing that, I'd be just forcing myself to do it, and to force yourself to do something like that, it's like you're forcing yourself to rape, you know what I mean, or do mouth rape or something. Don't get me wrong, I love kissing, and but if you're forcing yourself to do something with mouth that you don't want to do like that, and it's just like horrible. And trying to, that if a person wants that, whenever you meet up with them, they're going to expect that. And that's the thing with sexual guys, I find. Even if, say, you randomly did something once in a blue moon because you didn't mind every so often, they would want it a lot more and expect it a lot more. And I did say to him, like, I can kiss for 1 to 3 hours and never ever want sex. I said, but that would drive you crazy, I think. And he said, yeah, it really would. So it's just a shame, because she's like, you knew I was asexual. We had a conversation before on Facebook dating, yet you still came after me on Facebook and gave me some hope, only to basically find out it's the same answer it was before, we're not compatible. And so that really hurt, really. And it made me upset and emotional, because it's like, it's really difficult, when you believe something instinctively, intuitively, that you do have an Indian soulmate out there, or whatever soulmate you think you've got. I've never actually had a relationship with an Indian guy before. I've had one with a couple of people from the Middle East before, a Latino guy before. And I've dated Bangladesh guys before. But yeah, Spanish guy. Is it Spanish Portuguese guy? I think it was. I dated before. So, yeah, but I have kissed Indian guy, obviously, the year before last now. Um, yeah, and danced with Indian guys in my city. So in a way, I just preferred to find someone in my city, really. This guy lived miles away from me anyway, so I don't know how that would have worked. But I just guess I'll go back to dancing and kissing and going home and not even looking for a relationship because, there's no point when it's so incompatible, but it just hurts, I've got to trust that my intuition's right and that I really am meant to be with an Indian guy, but I'm just not pursuing that anymore. I'm just not actively pursuing it or going that way. I'm not actively pursuing dating or relationships at all at the moment. There's just no point for me because I'm trying to focus on my career. I've got a lot going on in my life. I've had a lot of stress that's been causing me ill health. I've got to go to the hospital for a scan tomorrow. Hopefully that'll come back all clear. And, I just want to get the rest of my life sorted first because I don't think the right person's going to come into my life until I've got the rest of my life as much as possible sorted, to be honest with you. So I think it's really important that if you're going to pursue a relationship, that you put yourself in the best position to do that. And sometimes it's more healthy for you to take time out from dating relationships and work on yourself and just enjoy life on your own, without even getting into a relationship or pursuing that, because I've just given up on doing that. But obviously when a guy comes and finds me from Facebook dating specifically, seeks me out, I'm like, how did he do that? Then, it does give you hope because you'll think, well, he's took all the bother to do that. Why would he do that unless he really liked me, But you know what it's like as an asexual person. It is very difficult. My heart goes out to each and every asexual person who does struggle to find a relationship and find the right person, I haven't completely given up hope. There's always going to be that thing that, maybe I'll find the right guy eventually, years later. It would be nice. I think I deserve a good guy for me. I think I deserve to have that beautiful Indian guy with this gorgeous, cute smile and this beautiful chestnut brown hair come my way and shower him with kisses and love and affection. And he's just so intelligent and loves talking to me. I just love that. I can't wait for that day, really. I just still see it happening, And some Indian guys, they aren't great, Not every Indian guy's great. There's a lot that aren't. There's a lot that blow hot and cold. There's a lot that are interested in you one minute, not interested in you next. But it's the way it is, It's just the way it is in life. And some people come into your life and they're beautiful and they're right in the moment and then they're not right other times. But the people that really matter, who really cover and care about you, they won't leave your side. They will be with you forever through thick and thin. So always remember that, people. And yeah, I love you very much. I hope you found this video helpful, useful, insightful. If you have in any way, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with anyone you think may need to hear this message now. That don't compromise yourself to the point where you feel like you're self-abusing and doing things you don't want to do just for the sake of a potential relationship or getting into a relationship. It's not good for you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I post a new video. I can't go live at the moment, even though it says that on my profile header that I'm going live, because at the moment YouTube's cut me off from that. But I am here still doing videos for you, so I hope you found them useful, helpful and insightful. Hit the thumbs up. See you on the next video live stream, but only if YouTube allows me to live stream back. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.